We're just a couple of boys being dudes, man. 5 years ago, I was making videos of this bad boy right here. It's been through some shit in 5 years, so let's go over that. If you don't know what this is, 2003 first gen Nissan 350Z, V6 automatic. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, I hate that lady. We'll go over damage in a little bit. But let's go over what we did to it, because there's been so many things done to this thing since the last video. We got some upgrades.
So that, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, is an engine.
Naturally aspirated V6. We put on a Motordyne, I don't remember the exact size, intake manifold spacer so I can get more air in there for the cylinders. Paired that with an AdminTuning 3.5-inch piping, cold air intake filters down under here. So air in, air holding. Everything in the engine is stock still. I haven't touched any internals yet. And then we go down to the headers right there. I got some ISR. I don't know if you can see them from up here.
Probably not.
But I got some ISR long tube headers straight down to a first gen, actually, SoHo Motorsports Y-pipe and single exit combo. I got that on sale, by the way. Big old trash can back here.
Does it match or pass the fist test?
Does it pass the fist test?
It does. For women hands.
For women hands. Thing's pretty rough. Let's see what it sounds like. So that's pretty much the mechanical side of everything. So I do have BC Racing, coilovers. I've dropped pretty much everywhere. I gotta adjust the front. Right now I'm riding on Toyo Prox's wheels, tires, my bad. Toyo tires and Audon DS07 wheels. Pretty good fitment going on in the back here, but I think they look pretty good.
Just about a finger between.
So there was a little bit ago I had to fix my whole suspension, as everything under there was pretty much garbage. And yeah, so when they fixed it, I was like, why is it so high up now? But everything was so collapsed in. My adjustment was actually it being trash. So this is what it's supposed to be like. I just got to adjust it again. The other side doesn't look like that. This side looks way better. As far as plans for what I'm doing next to it, probably the paint. You can definitely tell the roof's all sun-baked, the hood's also all sun-baked. The front bumper has chips everywhere.
Just needs a little bit of love.
Got into an accident a few months back and had to replace the fender. It was a little bent. You can still see on the back fender where kind of swiped in a little bit. My mother backed into me right after I got this all repainted.
Gotta love moms.
Yeah. And it's starting to get sun-baked and peel on the back here. But so next thing is probably getting it painted. And after that, probably supercharging it, to be honest with you. So let's give it a good drive-by and see what it sounds like going right by you. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have Travis drive it down. I'm gonna hold the camera so I get to see what it sounds like. Kinda excited.
Can't fucking open a door.
He doesn't know how to open a door.
This is why people that are tall don't get cars like this.
It does actually sound pretty good. I can't wait for him to stomp on it. Oh! Now we're gonna do a launch on it and see what happens. It's actually kind of loud. It's my first time ever hearing it outside of the car. That thing, I felt it in my chest just then. Like my whole, oh, I felt that inside of my lungs. That's crispy. Oh, it sounds so good. Long tube headers make that thing scream. What I think I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to get a little burnout going and see if I can do it.
Baby's first burnout. You almost went in the wood.
That was fucking up. That was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never able to do that before getting tuned. Like it had the limit. Like it would get stuck at like 4,000, not even 4,000.
Really?
Go any higher. That was literally red line.
That was much better that time. The second one was always better. Everybody knows your first time's not good. That was better. Just
I know exactly what to do now.
Just wait till you see the Cougars clouds in person, bro. It's nuts, bro.
I can see it in the
It's
video.
nuts.
That thing was shucking, and you were just like,
It's nuts.
All right, so before we do any rolling clips, let's go over what I've actually fixed so far. So one of the first things that ever went out on it was the transmission, if I'm not correct. If I'm not wrong, incorrect.
If I'm not
If
incorrectly
I'm not
wrong.
right. The transmission, I think, was the first thing to go bad on it. It wasn't the transmission itself. It was the computer for the transmission. It wasn't working. The whole PLC for that wasn't working. That was like $800. And I'm working at a grocery store making $8 an hour. I didn't have that kind of money. So
Absolute stacks.
it literally had to sit in my driveway for
A couple months.
like 6 months. And then I got that working and it was fine. Then I decided I'm gonna change my brakes by myself because it's just fine.
It was in fact not
It
fine.
was in fact not fine. So changed them and blew out the master cylinder on it. So I had to drive to and from work with this thing with absolutely no brakes. So it was the best month of my life. Next. Oh, I was actually coming down here one day to just to hang out, do whatever, I don't know. And I hit a manhole cover right actually near the front of it, put a hole in my radiator.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Another thing that went out is the window motor over there. I can't roll that one up or down, and if I do, I get stuck. I actually shattered that window inside of the door one time. So it was your brother, actually. We were on the way to work, and he rolled it all the way down. I was like, dude, don't roll it all the way down. And he just looked at me as it went all the way down. So I get home the next morning, and I've gotten it out before with pliers. Plier, pull it up, it was just fine. This time it was not just fine. I reached in and grabbed it, shattered. Inside, the whole thing shattered in the door immediately. So I had to call Safelite out there the next day to replace that because it was pretty rough.
I think the battery's dead. Thank you all for watching. This has been Boys Being Dudes. There we go. Once again, thank you all for watching this video. We're trying to get to where we don't have to go to actual jobs and we can just mess around with cars, do stupid projects, and keep making content for the 2 people that we have watching right now, which is me and the guy driving the Z. If we get a bigger following, maybe we can do different projects of boosting and some other stuff later on, but we'll have to wait and see. But for now, peace out. Thanks for watching.